What's going on, guys? John Elder here from Category.html, and in this video, we're going to add category pages to our e-commerce website with Django and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to add category pages to our e-commerce website. But before we get started, if you like this video, want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Category.html, where I have dozens of courses with thousands of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. It's all my courses, videos, and books for a one-time fee, which is insanely cheap. Okay, in the last video, we added these product pages. In this video, we'll want to add some category pages, and we only have one category. So first thing we're going to do is come back here to our admin section, and let's add some more categories. So let's click on categories. We have books and cell phone. So let's change books to programming books. Save that. And let's add another category of marketing books. And we'll add that. Now let's come down to our products. And I only have a couple. I have two marketing books. So this one, let's change that to marketing books and save it. And this smart startup book, let's change that to marketing books. And the rest of these are programming books. Okay, so now we've got two different categories and we've got some products that fit into both categories. So what we want is to come up here and add our categories to this drop down. So this will say, programming books, and this one will say marketing books. And then when we click on this, it'll go to a separate category page that just lists only the products for that specific category. So not too difficult to do, shouldn't take us very long. And that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Get Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in this Django e-commerce series. So check that out if you haven't so far. So the first thing we need is a URL. So I'm going to come up here to our urls.py file, and let's just copy one of these basic URLs. And we want to have this point to category / and then up here for the products, we passed a primary key integer. For this, we want to pass a string because the categories are names like programming books or marketing books. They're not necessarily numbers, right? The categories do have IDs, but we'll just use the string just to do something a little bit different and interesting for this video. Here, we need sort of a variable. I'm just going to say foo, just make up some variable. This will get passed in. So here, this is going to be views.category. And for the name, let's give this a name of category. All right, so we've got our URL. And we've got this little foo thing set up here. So let's head over to our views.py file. And let's come up here and let's define category. And we want to pass in the request. We also want to pass in that foo. In case you're wondering, this will look like category / programming books. Now notice the hyphen here, we're going to have to deal with that. Because, with URLs, if you put a space, that messes up the whole thing. So we're going to change out spaces for hyphens, and then we'll take that hyphen out later on the back end. So this foo will be programming books, for instance. If we go to marketing books, the foo will be marketing books, right? So that's what that is. We need to do a couple of things here. First, this foo is going to have hyphens, like I just said. So let's take those hyphens out. So let's say foo equals foo dot replace, and there's probably better ways to do this, but we could just remove the hyphen, swap it out for a space, right? So that'll work. And let me just comment this, replace hyphens with spaces. Okay, so earlier we got our products from the product model. Now we need the category model. And if you don't remember, you can head over to your models.py file. And this is our category model. It just has one field, the name. And in our products field, it's connected with a foreign key. So sort of keep that in mind. So let's grab the category from the URL. So we're passing in this foo. That's going to be the category name. Now we need to look up that category in the database to make sure that it's okay. So I'm going to put this in a try except block. And the reason why is I'll show you in a minute, but if a category doesn't exist, we want to throw up an error that says, hey, that category doesn't exist. In fact, let's just do that right now in the except block. Let's go return, redirect, and let's send them to the home page. And maybe we want to give them a little message. So let's come down here and grab one of these messages, come back up here, and let's say, that category doesn't exist. So, okay, and then just redirect them back to the home page. And we can redirect because we have this redirect up here at the top. So, okay, now let's look up the category. So to do that, I'm going to create a variable called category. And this is going to be in the category model. And then we want the objects dot get, and the name is going to equal foo. Because remember, in our models.py file, it has this name field, right? So we're saying, hey, look up the category that has a name of foo. And this foo is what gets passed in our URLs right here, or more specifically, right here, right? So it'll be this marketing book. So we're going to say, hey, look up the category that has the name of marketing books and grab that category. So then once we have that category, we can get all of the products that are in that category, or I should say products that have that category in them, I guess, whatever, however you want to think of about that. So let's name this products. And this is going to be our product model. We want objects dot filter. We want to filter out the objects in our product model that have a category of category. And that's just this thing we just looked up. That should do the trick. Now, it's just a matter of let's return render the web page. We want to pass in the request as always. And then we want to point that to Category.html. Now we don't have that page just yet. We'll create it in just a second. And here we want to pass in those products. So that'll be products : products. And for fun, let's also pass the category. So maybe we want to put the category at the top of the page just so people know what page they're on, right? So that's category : category. Okay, so I think that should do the trick. Let's go ahead and save this. Now, the only thing we need now is, well, a couple of things, but we need next, at least, this category.html. So let's head over to our templates, right click and new file, and let's go file save as, and we want to save this as category.html. And it did not pop up there, so let's refresh folders. Okay, there it is. Now I'm just going to head over to our home page, and I'm going to copy everything in this home page and paste it in here because it's already looking up all these products, which are the same products that are getting passed to this page anyway. So I think we could just use all this content. So up here at the top, it says shop in style. Instead of that, let's put the category. Instead of it saying shop with style, let's just have it say category page or something, whatever. So, okay, let's go ahead and save this. Now we need to add these links to our navbar. So let's come over to our navbar, come down here to this drop down thing. And here it says shop. Maybe instead we'll have it say categories. And then here it says all products. I don't know, we could just have this one point to, give it a URL tag of home because all of our products are listed on the home page. And then for the rest of these, let's have this one say programming books. And let's have this one say marketing books. And now we need to give these URLs. So let's give this a Django URL tag. And we want to point this to category. And then now we need to pass in what category. So this one will be programming -books. And notice the hyphen, right? We got to have that. And then let me just copy this whole thing. Come down here to marketing books, paste this in, and let's have this one point to marketing books. Okay, so go ahead and save that. That should be good. Now we did that manually. You could do that programmatically if you wanted to create a for loop and loop through all the categories and put them out. You could do that too, but we've only got 2, so we'll just do it like this. Maybe later we'll do that just for fun to see how that works. But now if we head back over here and hit reload, and now we have this categories. If we click this, it goes to the home page. All right. If we click programming books, it says, uh-oh, that category doesn't exist. We got a problem there. Uh-oh, that category doesn't exist. All right, so we did something wrong. What do we got here? If you look at the admin section in the categories, if we click on this, it says marketing books and programming books, and these are capitalized, right? So the P and the B in programming books and the M and the B in marketing books are both capitalized. So a good tip, these are case sensitive. So let's come over here to this, and this will be programming books. Go. And this one will be marketing books. Now, the reason why I show you this is because it depends on your category, how you named it. So if you use lowercase when you name the categories, you would use lowercase here. We used uppercase, capitalized, so we have to use capitalized here in the URL. So, okay. We could also do that on the back end. We could change them to uppercase using Python, but this is easier. So, all right. So now we click on programming books. It says programming books. It has a list of these programming books. This one's on sale, so that's working. We can come over here, click on marketing books. Now it goes to this marketing books page. There are 2 marketing books, the Smart Startup and the .com Lifestyle. Living the .com Lifestyle, I think is the actual name of this book. Yeah, there we go. And everything works. We can click on these things. It goes to the pages. We can come back here, go to all pages or all products. That just sends us to the home page. And just that easy, we are good to go. So moving right along, that's how we can do categories. Now you may want just a category page that just lists all the categories that you can then click on. Like right here, we just have 2 categories, so it makes sense to put them in the navbar. You might have a website with hundreds of categories. You wouldn't have hundreds of links in your navbar. You would send them to a category page that then listed all of the categories that you can click on. And we'll probably do that later on when we start to get more categories and things. But for now, looking pretty good and just that easy. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. So that's access to all my courses, over 60 courses, thousands of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 180,000 students learn to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.